Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I am here to make a life update. It is a long-awaited life update. Now, I've done this once before, and for some reason, girl, I cannot get that video uploaded to save me life. So I'm just remaking it. So editor, roll the intro, and let's talk about what's going on in my damn crazy life. Get something to drink. Okay, we are back. Hi, guys. Okay, so let me give you the reels on what's going on. So we moved here on the 30th. It was, well, actually the night of. So we moved like all the way up until the last hours of move out. And for those of you that are familiar with my channel, you know that I started this channel, I think I want to say I started this channel in 2025, June. Maybe 2024. Maybe this one's from 2024 because, girl, I've had 100 channels. Y'all know I've been on YouTube for 15 years. So your girl's got a lot of channels in the backpack. But with that said, so if you've been following me for some time, then you've heard me talk about the house that we just moved out of. We never intended on staying there. I'm back at the townhouse that I rented with my son in 2024. This is an older build. It was built in 1973. Love this house. It's just incredibly dark, as you can see how dark it is in this corner. At night, it gets pitch black in here for sure because it's surrounded by a bunch of trees and brush, and it's sort of like a park-like type settings, they say, but there's not a lot of color around here. It's just all like brush and trees and leaves and a lot of critters, and there's turkeys around here and stuff like that. So it gets really dark. So if you followed me from the time that I did my house tour, I'll link below this house and the house tour if you guys are interested. But I had a channel prior to this. For those of you that don't know the story, my story, I had a channel that I was doing really well on, and I have a habit of self-sabotage. I'm just going to tell y'all. Okay. I really do. So I was doing really good on that channel, and for whatever reason, it's gone. So I started this channel in 2024, I believe. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I knew I wanted it to be about shopping. I knew I wanted it to do all the things that I feel like I have a lot of knowledge on, but I really didn't focus or hone in on a niche until I started working with ChatGPT. I would say it was February 4th, 2026. So as you can see, I started picking up on my consistency, which I'm very proud of, by the way. And thank you guys for the new subscribers I have. Thank you guys so much. If you subscribe to me through my shorts, I appreciate you. If you just recently found me, thank you guys. I love you to death. I'm a small channel. I want to get monetized this year for the last 6 months of this year of 2026. So stay with me. I did announce in February that I would be moving in April. I did kind of put that out there. So all the things I did on my channel, what I hone in on here on this channel, if you're new, is I hone in on the steals, deals, and reels is what I call it. And that is maximizing your online shopping experience. So if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of clearance shopping here. I do a lot of online orders delivered to my house. I try to help you maximize your online experience of shopping, meaning utilizing rewards through extensions. Also, I try to help you get a portion or a percentage of your money back that you put out. If you're a couponer, you kind of probably get the gist of that. I use apps called like Fetch. There is an app out there called Fetch. I'll put it right here, and you attach that. You can put it on your phone. You can also put it on your iPad or on your computer if you use a computer, because I live on my computer. I don't use my phone for this, my YouTube stuff. But I added the Rakuten and Fetch. I'll put those right here. Rakuten and Fetch extensions on my computer, and that's kind of how I shop. I try to hone in and share with you the ultimate frugal way of living here. Our purpose on the channel is to shop with intention and purpose. And one of the reasons why I do that as a small channel is because I am not monetized, meaning I treat this like a business, but it's not become a formal business yet. So everything I invest in the channel and share with you here on my channel is coming out of my own bank account or my own, my own money. And so with that, we don't want to overspend or get frivolous with spending. So everything I order, I try to shape it in a series, if that makes sense. And so how does that connect to the move? Well, the move is another thing that I wanted to integrate into practical living, because we're all human beings. We're all regular, everyday people. I mean, especially if you like TikTok, a lot of the TikTokers are just regular people. And so with that said, we all know that moving can be stressful. It can be expensive. It depends on, if you're upgrading, if you're moving, from an apartment to a duplex, if you're moving from a duplex to a home, if you're buying your first home, you just know that a lot of transition is very, very stressful. And if you're like me and you move a lot, I wanted to talk about how our family has discovered ways to save and maximize our costs for moving. And so that's what I'm going to talk about in the next video, because I want to share with you what I've learned about moving and how not to sort of let your money slip through the cracks, if that makes sense. Okay. Because like anything, moving can be an investment. You know what I mean? Because especially if you're a renter, like we are. Now, my mom has never been a renter. She's owned 3 homes. So with her, this is her first experience of being a renter later in her elderly life. So it's quite a transition for her. For my son and I, we've been renters for a long time. So we kind of know the drill. It's not like my mom has never rented, because that's not true. It's just she's, owned homes for quite some time. So excuse me, when she sold her house in January of 2025, my son and I had already rented this duplex here. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhouse. It's a 2-story. I think it's 1,850 square feet. So it's quite spacious for a townhome. Like I said, it's a double level, so it does have stairs and such. It's got a deck in the back. It is an older build. And so when my mom sold her home, we weren't sure where she was going to go. We did our best to try to find her a 1-story, and that was unsuccessful, unfortunately. So when she moved into that big home that I was recording in a lot, back in May of 2025, I was very nervous about the stairs in the home because she was having trouble with her hip and her leg. And I was just very nervous. I was a caregiver previously for 13 years for my father, who had dementia. So for those of you, I've never really shared my personal background with anybody, because I don't really have the kind of following where I feel like I'm in a position where I can do Q&As and stuff like that. So maybe we'll get there. But for now, I've just never really done a lot of background on myself. I did make a video during Vlogmas of 2025 about my story. And that's not the first time I've made that video, but I'll link it below if you guys are more curious about my personal life and my background and stuff. So for those of you that are new, I'm in my 50s. I took care of my father till he passed in 2018. And then I had a bit of, an interim. And then now my mom is aging and I'm her only daughter. So when she moved into the home that I was filming in, we knew that it wasn't going to be a long-term home. It was going to be a short-term home. And normally when we rent, we don't really rent for long periods of time. We usually rent for 1 to 2 years max, and then we move. So when I make the video in reference to how much it costs to move and, how to be frugal and stuff like that, I will share all the ins and outs that we used to maximize our cost and try to get the best price possible. We do live in Northern California, so it is quite expensive here. I won't, I'm not going to sugarcoat that because it really is expensive, but I think we've mastered it now. So I will definitely sit down and make a video of the total cost, and I will be very transparent as to what it costs to move, especially when you're moving from a big home. So with that, I did announce when I was first staying with my mom in May. I have lots of videos on this channel where I shared, a ton of Amazon hauls and Temu hauls and all this kind of stuff because I was trying to fill the home with furniture. So I always said, though, from the time that I ordered all that stuff, she was starting over. We were starting from scratch, hence the name Christina from Scratch. Even when I moved here, Christina from Scratch, I was getting rid of old things and starting new and all that stuff. So with all of that, I knew we were only going to be there for a year. And so it was going to be a big move. We knew that. So I won't say that we started too late, but I will say that we probably should have started earlier in reference to the preparation of moving. But we moved for literally a week, 7 days. We moved for a long time. And we moved and cleaned and everything all the way up until the final hours of before we moved out of that house. But we only were there for a year. So we knew that we weren't going to stay. And we knew that moving was going to come. And I had always announced that. So I will tell you, it was very, very cool to have my own studio in that loft I was in. I was very excited about that when we first moved in there. I loved the vibe of it. I tried to do my best when it came to decorating it. And I won't lie, I was very sad to have, moved out of that space because it was so cool. I loved that space. So we came here back to the townhouse. I rented this townhouse with my son in, I think we moved in here in February, actually, originally in 2024. And we renewed, in 2025. And then we were set to move all together to merge our families. And then I started my house hunt. So if you guys have been following this channel, you know this one's from scratch as well. I'm starting from zero. So I don't have, or actually, I'm sorry. I have a vlog channel. I'm starting from zero. So I think I only have like 20 subscribers or something there. So if you guys are interested in behind the scenes, definitely stay tuned. Follow me on my vlog channel and then you can see more behind the scenes because there are going to be things on my vlog channel I don't share here. So sorry about that, because I started to film a video for that channel and then decided to just go ahead and refilm the video I already filmed for this channel because I'm having a hard time downloading it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to remake it. So here we are. So it is currently Thursday, the 7th at 9 p.m. This is normally my post day. I'm late. So, but I did announce and I told you guys that I was going to be moving. So I kind of forewarned my followers that I may fall off the grid, because I was really heavy consistent. And then all of a sudden I kind of fell off the grid, but I kind of emphasized that was going to happen. And I have to tell you guys, I have mucho respect for, creators. Okay. And I have 2 friends that bust their butt like all the time that have large followings and God bless them. That's all I'm going to tell you because there was no way one of me could edit, prepare, post. I mean, I'm telling you, man, creators, they have a gift. I can't tell you. They really do. Because I had always planned months before to have my content ready, especially since I had a strategy working with the tool. I made a commitment in February of 2026 to grow my channel consistently and not fall off the grid. And then all of a sudden with the move and everything and having so much to do, I just couldn't catch up. So that's, where I've been. I kind of fell off. So most of you guys already know that. So I appreciate you for staying with me and I appreciate that I haven't lost any subscribers. So thank you so much. And if you're new, I'm so happy you're here. So stick around. I've got more content coming. So we're here. We've been here since the 30th. We were originally going to move, June 1st of 2026. And we have now extended that to September 1st of 2026. Now, if you don't know, I have a vlog channel. I have been sharing my house hunting experience in Northern California to let you guys know what the market's like, what the larger houses cost, what renting in California is like for the northern side. Because my friends that I have here that are creators live on the southern side, Southern California. So the difference of cost is way different. Northern California, I think, is a little bit cheaper. But I did want to take you along with me to share with you all the homes that we saw, and the ones that I couldn't film, I wanted to sit down and show you pictures and talk about that it was a consideration. And I did that. I think I have 2 houses that I haven't edited yet that I stopped because we had to stop a week before we moved. Okay. So I do have 2 houses I think I'm set to post on the vlog channel. So if you're interested in that kind of content and you're not sure if you want to subscribe, I totally get it. I do post my vlogs that are my blog schedule is across the screen on my blog channel. It's called Christina on the Daily. I post Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. I am trying to fix that and I want to start posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Now, I haven't done it yet, but I want to. I really would like to post 4 times a week rather than 3. And I was pretty faithful with that. I do want to say that through our house hunt, we saw 22 houses. 22. and we still didn't find the right house. So with that, the very last home that we saw, we were very much considering going there. And even went through the application process, got approved for it and everything. But the more we thought about it and how it would suit our family, it just in the end wasn't suitable. So we ended up deciding to come here for the interim. And we also decided to extend our move. So we will be house hunting again. We're moving again. Yes, we are. We're moving again. So throughout the interim of moving, we rented 4 storage units. It's actually one large storage unit. Both I and my mom rented, and they're split in 2. That's why it's 4. And so that is where most of our things are. So when I got here, I didn't realize I didn't have like standard clothes. I mean, I packed a bin. This is what the bins are like. They're 27-gallon bins. A lot of people use them for like Christmas stuff and stuff like that, but I am using it for my clothes. And so I thought I had enough, and I didn't. All of a sudden I felt flustered. I couldn't find everything I needed. I couldn't find, my unmentionables. I couldn't find my shorts and pants and shirts. And I've actually spent the last 6 days, because it is currently the evening of May 7th, 2026. It's 9:00 at night. It's my post day, actually. So I apologize that this video is going out on Saturday, but I promise I'm back. I promise. I probably have about 6 hauls for you coming. I do have hauls that I recorded before I moved out of the studio. So you'll see me kind of haggard like this, but I will be in the studio. So don't get confused. We're already moved out of there. This is a present day video. But I do have back videos to give you. And then I did order some new things for this house just to be functional. So I'll be implementing those in the weeks to come as well. So that's what you kind of have to look forward to, is more hauls from Amazon, Temu, Walmart, and Sam's. So because I don't have anything, I'm also going to be purchasing more stuff for myself. So stay tuned if you're on a budget and you're looking for some kind of summer, standard clearance finds. Definitely stay tuned. For those of you that are new, I try to do lives when I can. I originally on this channel wanted to do lives once a week, once every other week, depending on if I had time to do deals of the week. I will tell you that as of May 7th, 2026, World Market is running a 20% coupon. So if you like World Market and there's anything that you love or have always wanted from there, check their clearance out. Roam through the store, see if there might be 1 or 2 things you can grab for a good price. For me, World Market is lamps, mugs, like specialty dishes, some decor sometimes. It depends on, what it is, but I really love World Market. It's one of my favorite stores ever. I never thought it was going to become one of my favorites, but it is. So definitely check out World Market. I'll leave the 20% coupon link or code down below. I'm not an affiliate, but I'll share with you what they sent me for the 20%. On this, I'll even show you right here. Here's the text message of what they sent me this morning on May 7th, 2026. So I'll try to get this video out as fast as I can. You might see this, excuse me, on Friday, which is what I'm probably going to try to do. I don't normally make an effort to post off schedule, because my schedule here for this channel is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I usually post right around 5:30 p.m. I post Monday, Wednesday, Sunday on my vlog channel around the same time. That's high traction for me. So I don't do morning vlogs. I usually post the vlogs at night. So that's just kind of a heads up for those of you that are new. So I have, over the last few days, like probably from May 4th all the way to now the 7th, I've been getting orders in for functional stuff, a lot of home stuff, if you will. But I will tell you, I really haven't had time or the headspace to really focus on making videos, because it was a lot of unpacking when we got here. This area right here that you see behind me, it had 12 bins in the middle of the living room, and I had to go through those. A lot of it was food and random things. And then I thought to myself, well, since we're going to be here for the summer, how can I make the house cozy and at least livable? So I did order quite a few things from Temu. And you guys know I swore off Temu, but man, I just can't stay away from it, y'all. I love it so much. And they did me dirty. I'm telling you, they took my store away from me. They took my affiliate program away from me. They took everything from me, but I just love them. I absolutely love their company. So, you know, I ended up on their website and I got some really outstanding products from there. I can't wait to share those with you. So yeah, so I have a lot of hauls coming, but we are now pretty much settled. It's been 7 days since we got here and we're pretty much settled. I'm sitting sort of in the corner of my living room where I have my desk set up. You know, I purchased a few things from Amazon to just make my setup a little bit more cozy. I am going to be adding some stuff just to make sure that I don't know, just to make me feel more like cute, I guess. I am going to be putting some light artwork on the wall. I was not going to do that. And then I remembered that previously from Christmas 2024, there are some holes, some pinholes from nails I had from some artwork I already had on the walls. So I think it'll be okay to hang some pictures. I don't think I'll be buying any furniture, but if I change my mind, I'll definitely let you know. I have bought quite a few things for the kitchen and for the dining room. And then I want to clear off my armoire. I have an old antique armoire that's in the dining room. It's really dark in there, so you can't really see right now. But I have an old armoire that I painted in 2024. It was like an espresso, so brown, like if you know what a coffee bean looks like. It was about that color. I bought it from somebody off Facebook Marketplace and then painted it like a matte black. And it's like an old piece, but I feel like if I can clear that off and just put a few pieces of decor on there, I think I'll feel really cool. I'll feel like it's not too much because I don't want to do too much here. We have to start packing here. So I don't want to overload, you know, and blanket putting stuff that doesn't need to be here. Again, I don't think I'm going to be buying any furniture, but I have thought about buying a couple of random pieces. So just stay tuned. If I do, those will come from Temu because I feel like Temu has better prices on the same furniture that Amazon sells. So, you know, I just really think Temu is good for that. And that I've never had a problem with them. So I really enjoy their marketplace when it comes to buying things for the home. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm still kind of treating the living room. I'm just going to be honest because this is a 3-bedroom. So I want my mom to feel comfortable. Of course, she's 80. So we set her up there. My other son was already established in our extra room that I used to use as an office or that I was setting up as an office. So I didn't want to disrupt him. And then my son has the master, which is straight upstairs. So right now I'm just kind of camping out in the living room and I kind of clean it up every day, you know, to make sure that it's like living room like during the day. But there's not a lot of closet space in this house or anything like that. So there's not a lot of places to put my stuff. So right now I have the majority of my everyday belongings in a bin. And I don't have a lid on the bin. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't have a lid on the bin, but I try to make it presentable for the day. So I am gonna add a couple of pieces of artwork just to make it feel cozy in here, and we'll have a pleasant summer. So I decided to do yellow and lemon. Navy blue and yellow in a lemon theme. I'm doing what's that blue floral? I forget what it's called. It starts with a C. So if you know what I'm talking about. And then I did buy some area rugs and I'm going to share with you in another video. So I did do the hauls and then I had to do the hauls quickly because I have to use what I bought, right? You know what I mean? Like things had to be put away, girl. So I made those hauls yesterday. I'm not in my best form. I'm going to be honest with you because I can't even find my damn hair dryer. This hair right here is just from getting out of the shower. Didn't blow dry it, didn't anything. It's just looking the way it's looking. And then I put a sweatshirt on because my son had the air on. It gets extremely hot here. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it gets really hot here, but when you turn on the air, downstairs gets super cold and it's really hard to like ventilate. Is that what I want to say? Upstairs. Cause it gets really, really hot upstairs. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update. So we'll be here. Our move out date target is 9/15. That gives us 2 weeks to pack and clean this home. We will be professionally cleaning it. We already put in our written notice here for 10/1. And then they send us an instructions, on what to do. So we have to have the house professionally cleaned. We have to have the carpets professionally cleaned and all that good stuff. So there are parts of the house that are kind of disassembled at this point because we thought we were going to move June 1st. So the shelves that I had for Bella Station, are off. The shelves that they installed for me on the other side of this wall, there were 60-inch shelves. They were vintage shelves. They took down those as well. And then, silly me, I started to peel off the peel and stick in the kitchen, to see what it was going to be like. And I wish I wouldn't have touched it, because now the backsplash looks chaotic, girl. It looks chaotic because I ripped it off. Shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. So now you've got one side of the kitchen that's perfect and solid and beautiful and cute, and one side, that is kind of all disrupted and it's got ripped backsplash and everything. So don't laugh if I share with my kitchen with you guys, because you got to just pretend that you're my friend and that you're ignoring it. So that said, yeah, so we will be moving by 9:15. So we'll pick up the house hunting right around the second week of July. So we're going to start looking again, which is very soon, because Christmas comes in July, girl. The holidays will be here by September. So at least in our world, in creators' worlds and retail, Christmas starts in July. So just letting you guys know. So with that, I hope to be situated and everything, and I hope that we can find a place and get moved by the 15th. So we have the 2 weeks clear to get this house all situated and cleaned and all that stuff. And we have a smooth transition. So that's the plan. So I just kind of wanted to come in and share with you what's going on. The next video you see will be hauls, of course. I do plan, because we're back so close to so many stores, I do intend on going out and kind of exploring. I want to stay on top of what's coming in for fall. So for those of you that are not aware of the retail calendar, so right now we have Mother's Day in May, Father's Day in June. Then we have 4th of July. Right after 4th of July, the second week of July, is Christmas in July. And then August will be fall. September will be Halloween. And October very quickly will move into Christmas. So anyway, so that is the plan. So we will start looking for homes. My mom and I talked about it today. We're going to start looking for homes probably mid-July. I'll start looking at the market, seeing what's out there, and we'll go on the quest. And, it's not like we didn't get approved for anywhere. We just didn't find the perfect home for our family. And so I really hope that we end up being able to patiently and easily ease into the new home, rather than feeling pressured and stressed and pressed to just choose a home. Because we realize that we're not going to find the perfect home for 4 adults, and 1 dog, but because we don't have any little kids, we're all single. So we just are looking for certain, I don't know, what do you call that? We're looking for certain accommodations, I guess, because my son works at home. I work at my desk all the time. My other son works nights, but he's on his computer during the day as well, or during the night. And then my mom, she has her own little routine and schedule of how she keeps her schedule. So it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to find the perfect home to suit everybody's needs and everybody's essential needs. So we'll see what happens. So just stay tuned. If you would like to support me on the vlog channel, you're welcome to. I'm starting from scratch over there. It's really small. There's only a few of us over there, girl. But it's okay. I'm sharing, everything I'm doing, and I hope to grow. So I will be back on my consistent schedule. I'm going to try to start making shorts again too. You guys, I was diving into shorts and I really loved making them because, I was trying to make a cute little production out of every short I did. And I haven't had time. I just really haven't had time. The last couple of days, like the 6th and the 7th of May, maybe the 5th, has been the first time that I actually was able to sit down and kind of collect my thoughts and even get into a space to make a video or edit or anything. So anyway, I'm back. You're going to see a consistent Christina coming back around. I will do my best. Know that the atmosphere is more practical. It's definitely probably not as bright as it was in the other house, but I will do my best. I will do my best because I'm adaptable and I adjust to wherever I am. So anyway, I'm really glad that you were here. Thank you so much for letting me share my life with you. We have some hauls coming up next, so I'm very excited to share that with you. And I would love your thoughts and your comments and everything. Let me know. Do you hate moving as much as I do, girl? Because I hate it. I hate it. But at least we get to stand still for a few weeks. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me, I promise. All right, you guys. So you take care. I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Like I said, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.